Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio
Where real music matters.
Absolute Radio
is
the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
Absolute Radio.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is my new theme. I've not heard it for. Let's just let it play for a second. It's the Ghostbusters theme. Thank you very much, Ben Jones. If you put those on, Tom, they should work now. I'm turning the volume up.
Okay, hello.
Can you hear?
I can hear now.
There we go, lovely. This is Ian Lee, Absolute Radio. Eloise is through there. Hello, Eloise.
Hello.
A little bit of a KSB at the start of the show, but we're there. No, KBS.
What does that mean?
Kick, scramble. Is that the phrase? That's a phrase, isn't it?
Oh, KBS. Yes.
Kick,
Yeah.
scramble.
I don't know what you're saying.
I'm saying kick, scramble.
Oh, you're bleeping yourself.
I'm censoring myself.
It's a dangerous game to play.
Very dangerous game. I lost a job at XFM for playing that game once, which is true. The gentleman's voice, and it is a gentleman's voice. If you're, I wonder if there's a disability. You know, like some people. I think I have this. I have sort of face dyslexia. I can't remember people's faces or names, and I can meet people like maybe 3, 4, 5. So many times I've met people at functions and gone, "Oh, nice to meet you," and they said, "Well, we worked together 6 months ago."
Awful thing to do. Oh, I've done it as
All
well.
the time.
Yeah, I've done it as well.
I wonder if there's a similar thing. Where was I going with that thought? There was a
Keep
thought
going
there.
though. Keep it coming.
You were talking about how he is a man.
Oh yeah, I wonder. Thank you, Eloise.
It's a basic place to start. I am a man. Next sentence.
I was wondering if there's like a
works.
dyslexia where you can't, like autistic people can't, Asperger's people can't recognise. No, don't worry, stick with me. I'm on the right side of dangerous here. Asperger's people can't recognise emotion.
Yeah.
They can't tell if you're being angry or sarcastic. Or,
Yes.
I wonder if there is a similar disability, and yes, I'm saying the D word, for people who can't sex people via the sound of their voice. They can't tell if you're a man or a woman, is what I'm trying to say.
Right. Wow.
I
So
wonder-
like an audio sort of transgender. Yeah. What would that be called?
I don't know.
You're unsure if Vinny is a male or female.
We
aren't
don't
you?
know, and we need genital proof. Have you heard of the Pope chair? I'll introduce you in a second so the listeners know who you are.
Fine.
Have you heard of the Pope chair?
No.
There was, I think, in about the 1700s, 1600s, I'm kind of making up dates here, there was a Pope, okay? And when the Pope died, they found out it was a woman.
Wow.
And she'd impersonated a man. And so, what... Are you taking a phone call?
No.
OK. So, what they did, they invented the Pope chair. And this is true. I'm sure this is true. If you're a Catholic, call up and tell me. Or if you've ever been a Pope, let me know. And it's basically the Pope sits on this chair, in commando, and someone reaches underneath to feel the testicles.
No.
Does that still happen?
What's this happened in my ear? Did you do that?
I just dropped my ring.
Oh. They reach
She's on the
underneath.
Pope chair, that's the problem.
Your Holiness, I'm just going to reach under there. Yeah, he's got a set. He's a Pope.
He's good to go.
So I think that still happens. The
Wow.
Pope chair. 0330 123 1215 if you've had any experience with the Pope chair or having your testicles groped by a member of the Roman Catholic Church. Tom Price is here with me.
Yeah.
Now, Tom Price, you are a comedian.
Yes.
You are an
Yes.
actor. You are a lover.
Yeah, a man, as we established initially.
You are a man, for those who have any disability that prevents you from... And also, you remind me of my friend Tom Stubbs.
How is Stubbsy?
He's good.
Yeah.
He looks like you, he sounds like you. He's got the same curly hair as you.
Yeah, he's a Tom as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Toms have a certain personality, actually.
Go on, I think...
Well,
I can say this.
like this chap Tom on The Apprentice. I'm a little bit like him, sort of bumbling and tall. I know
You
a
are
few.
a bit like him.
I know a few idiotic Toms.
Could you take your ring off of the button you're pressing?
She's done it
Eloise?
again.
I've
Thank
not
you.
done anything.
Well, someone is cutting through to my ear. Who's doing that?
Is it them?
It's
trying
the
to talk to
ghosts.
you?
It's because of the Ghostbusters
Because it's
music.
flashing as though someone's trying to talk to you.
Right, if you're in the building trying to talk to me, stop it. For God's sakes.
Does that include me?
Well, no, you two. Right, you two. Let's get the ground rules. You two can talk to me.
Okay.
Anybody else in this building, do not.
Okay.
Is Ben in the building? Not Ben Jones.
Oh.
Ben. If he's in the
Dunno.
building, I'm issuing a formal complaint now.
I don't know.
That'll be enough.
It stopped flashing though.
Yeah, I
by
bet
now.
it has. I bet it has. Now he knows that there's a warpath and I'm about to access it. Tom Price, you're a comedian.
Hi, yeah,
and
yep.
Hi.
Yep.
This is your. I'm going to say it. This is your first ever radio interview.
This is my first. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I was expecting, I was expecting,
Professionalism.
and this is exactly what I've been greeted by.
Yeah.
The first act I saw of a live radio interviewer was you, just flicking loads of buttons, going, I don't know. And then Eloise, the first time I ever set eyes on her, she was standing in that room just with this big shrug.
Yep.
And so far, it feels like my normal life, to be honest.
It doesn't get much better than this, I'm afraid. This is the peak.
Okay. Do I get biscuits?
No biscuits.
Okay, sure. Okay.
I was telling him about Pablo Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just saying, if he goes anywhere below Pablo Francisco, then from now on it'll be called doing a Tom Price.
Yeah.
You did it. We had this guy, Tom Price.
That is a bad benchmark. If you get it named after you, that's trouble.
Pablo took a phone call, didn't he?
He took
During...
a few. Took one to Andre.
I'm tweeting.
But on his mobile, I remember.
Oh, yeah.
He took one on his mobile.
It's so rude.
He was so rude and so unfunny. Really obnoxious.
Yeah, he was.
Tom, we'll talk about your Edinburgh show in a little bit.
Love to.
Because you have inspired me to take a show to the Edinburgh Festival
Yes,
next year.
good.
Because I was at a party with you last night.
Indeed. Great jacket. Can I just say, listeners,
Yeah.
Iain Lee was wearing a fantastic jacket.
Was it
last night?
Was it too short? Because Lisa, our agent, went, "Oh, that's a bit short." I went,
Did
"Oh, come
she?
on now, steady on."
Very nice.
Jason Manford was there, and I think I called him Justin.
Oh.
No, you're thinking of Justin Morehouse. It's fine. They're both northern. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, no, Justin Morehouse spoke
Maybe
to me.
you have northern dyslexia, so you just see all northern people as the
It's
same
the
person.
same.
Is Danny Baker there?
Danny Baker was not there. No,
Danny Wallace?
Oh, yeah. What am I on about?
he wasn't there when I was there.
He wasn't there either, though. No.
I did meet Duncan Bannatyne downstairs.
Seriously?
Seriously, man.
Wow. As you left,
I
did you
left-
go?
I left.
Did you go? I'm out.
No, I didn't. I should have done. I went, "All right, Duncan Bannatyne." And I've met him a couple of times. I don't think he recognised me.
Right.
But he was... Anyway, we'll talk about the Edinburgh show later on.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to do... And, Eloise, would you mind getting a couple of those phone calls, just in
Yes.
case? It's a sci-fi special this evening, dear listener. And the reason it's a sci-fi special, we're going to celebrate all of the great things of sci-fi, and we're going to castigate all of the bad things of sci-fi.
Yes.
You are in Torchwood.
Yes.
Are you... now, listen, I've not seen Torchwood for a while.
Okay, yeah.
It's not one of my favourites.
No, okay.
But it was on tonight.
Yeah.
There are two Torchwoods, aren't there? There's kind of like the CBBC Torchwood, which is on at like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, but that's not called Torchwood. That's the Sarah Jane Adventures.
But Torchwood used to be on like at tea time, didn't it?
No, Torchwood has always been for adults. It's always
Has it always been an adult
Yeah,
show?
it's always
I
been
apologise.
after the watershed.
I apologise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's had a few guises because it started off as a BBC Three quite culty,
Right.
Sort of thing, and it's become more mainstream as it's gone.
Have you been in it much?
Yeah, I mean, it's not as big a deal as I might like to make out.
yeah.
It's quite a big character, and I keep coming back. It's like the comedy foil.
Well, you keep coming back. Well, that's
It's
good
great.
enough.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's a great gig, and I love sci-fi. So
And we've got the same agent. How did you get that? And I wasn't put up. Or it's I've been around a little bit longer, and I just.
I think it was the jacket.
Could be.
They don't like tweed in the sci-fi world.
They don't, do
No,
they?
hang on, yes, they do. Doctor Who.
You went to LA to film this.
Yeah, I know.
Why? I thought it was all filmed in Cardiff.
The hate I just got in your eyes then.
I thought it was
You
filmed in
went to
Cardiff.
LA. Yeah, it was half filmed in Cardiff and half in LA because it's set in Cardiff, and because they'd got a load of they'd basically paid to have a set on Warner Studios to make this American show, and then they discovered they had a Welsh strand, so they moved the mountain to Mohammed and they sent us out. We went out to LA because they had all the set ready to go in LA, so they moved us out there.
But it wasn't.
Pretending it was Cardiff. So
That's insane.
It's insane. And then on the episode on tonight, there's a bit where I walk into a hospital, and obviously the bit outside is filmed in Cardiff with real-life Welsh extras outside. I get your head around this, and as I walk in, all the extras are these American dudes, so they're all much bigger and more strapping and
Good-looking, good teeth.
as are the Welsh.
Do you? I hate LA.
Yeah.
I really hate it. As soon as I get there, I get very tense.
Yeah. I had a great time. I really enjoyed it because I just bought loads of Apple products. Can I say that? Is that I've just done an advert now?
Oh, you mean the actual computer?
Yeah,
thing?
not fruits.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's just much cheaper. So
Yeah,
I was sort of bribed into loving LA by cheaper produce.
It would be fair to say you bum Apple.
Oh yeah,
Totally.
They're lovely. Reach around and everything. I'm a
yeah.
massive fan. Yeah.
Because we were having an argument before. I have an Apple. You don't worry. You can just about say that, as long as you don't dwell on it. But I've also got a laptop because I find it easier to do the audio and video editing on a laptop.
I believe you find that easier on the laptop.
Totally easier.
Apple is beautiful for doing all that stuff.
That's the whole reason I bought it. But I've never been able to do anything on it. Audio, the blooming GarageBand. If I want to do like,
GarageBand's amazing.
if I want to do something that's 30 seconds long, it always makes it 46 seconds long. What's the extra 16 seconds for?
You can change. There's a thing on GarageBand where you can change how long the track is.
I don't think there is.
Yeah, there is. You can find it. Yeah,
I don't think
it's
there
at the
is.
bottom.
There's not.
Have I got? Is this like Pablo the interview now? Have I gone bad because I'm disagreeing with
No,
you?
because you're actually disagreeing is good because you're saying
fine.
stuff. You're not being
fine.
obnoxious.
All right. Oh, sorry. I just got a phone call.
Oh, we have got a phone call. Do you want to put your headphones on?
What?
Hello, Ethan.
Hello?
Yes, Ethan, you're right, yes. Tonight, we are celebrating all things geek and sci-fi, and we're going to come up with the top 5 sci-fi films, top 5 sci-fi movies, and also the worst as well. So if 0330 123 1215. Ethan, you want to speak to Tom about Torchwood?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I watched the show this evening.
Good
and,
man, Ethan. Good man.
I enjoyed it, but what I was thinking is...
I
We're doing
enjoyed
butts.
it,
We're doing
but-
butts.
No,
Whoa. Can we get rid of
honestly,
this caller?
honestly.
I'm kidding.
It's you were talking about how it used to be on BBC Three and it was more occulty kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you like the way it's gone more mainstream now, or did you prefer how it was before?
I think it's still got the same heart, Ethan. It's still got the same. You're still trying to do all the same stuff, but it's just got more viewers. I hope that's the case. What do you think, Ethan? Do you still enjoy it as much as you used to? Are you a die-hard fan?
I
Ethan?
think I still enjoy it, but I think I preferred it when it was all Welsh.
Okay. Yeah. Give it time.
I don't know. I'm not too keen about the American stuff in it, but
Well, they're very good. They're very good, and it's still got all the same stuff, just with a different accent. So
Ethan, what is it about Torchwood that grabs you? Because if I'm honest, I've only seen it a couple of times, and I kind of was. It never really grabbed me. If I'm
that's
completely
fair
honest.
enough.
Sell it to me, Ethan.
I used to watch Doctor Who a lot,
Yeah.
and I kind of grew up,
Yeah.
and it got too childish for me. So I started watching Torchwood,
Yeah.
and it's definitely. I mean, as Tom was saying, it's definitely an adult program. So
this feels like it's become a sci-fi support group, and I really love it for that. Like we're going, I grew up, and I just moved on to the hard stuff.
I was so excited when Doctor Who came back, and then the last Doctor Who, a Doctor shouldn't be younger than me.
No.
And he's like 24 or something ridiculous. And I gave him a couple, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to pack it in now.
Yeah.
I'm going to pack
But
it in.
honestly, Ian, you should watch Torchwood. It's really
You
good.
reckon? It sounds like a
Yeah.
good story.
Good
no
man,
one's,
Ethan.
no one's dying. Or
No one's
something.
dying. What did you think of tonight's show then, Ethan?
I thought it was good. I don't really see how people can survive only with their head, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
So, and how does this story finish, Tom? Tell us.
Well,
So
what
I haven't
happens
got the patience
is
to wait, so-
essentially it's just a lot of love in the end. It's just a big love in.
There we go. That's right.
It's
Have you seen John Barrowman's penis? The reason I asked this is because I've
and
you
bottom
have.
and bottom.
Really?
Cockball's bum.
I've met so many people who've worked with him, and I've read so many interviews with people who work with him, and
They all say the same thing.
He always gets his dick out and shows it to everyone. Imagine that. Imagine being famous for that. And has he had an extension?
That makes it sound like his house. It's
Apparently
lovely.
It's big enough that someone could move into it.
It's called the Gables.
Well, yes, I'm sure it is. The Gables. But is it? Is he? Has he?
Yeah, but it's all. Yeah.
Is it-
God, I'm really scared of saying the wrong thing here.
No,
Ian. Can you
listen,
tell?
Tom, because it's general knowledge. It's not. You're not letting us into any trade secret. But
So yeah, but I've seen bits of flesh of his. Yeah, but in a jocular manner, in a funny and amusing. I'm going to put you off sort of way.
I'm not saying suddenly you're in the dressing room alone. He comes in, locks the door, and says it's time to meet the real Torchwood.
I'm trying to make it very clear. That's what the show's named after.
And apparently
it looks like a tea.
He's the nicest man in show business, isn't he?
Lovely. Yeah.
Because I must admit, when he burst onto the scene, I kind of thought, you were irritating American. But actually, he's won me over. He's very charming.
American thing, because Ethan's sort of hinting at the same thing. A lot of people are like, I don't like the American thing.
We all hold a little bit.
I know. I think it's a shame because it's really good.
I do like America. I like New York and I like San Francisco.
But not LA. Why don't you like LA? Tell me why you don't like
I had
LA.
a row with a cab company for a whole week that I was there.
Yeah, but I've done that in London, and I don't hate London.
I only like New York. I think I only like it because it's the city that's most like a London.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's very much like London.
Yeah, LA's it's
I
weird.
don't really like the rest of America. It's just pretty bland, I think.
And what bits have you been to, Ethan?
I've been to LA, but I know people that have been all over it, but I suppose I can't really talk. But
You can talk.
No, Ethan, you cannot talk, for goodness sake. Thank you for your call, Ethan. 033.
Thanks, Ethan.
123 1215. Do you? Because you're now part. I'll play a record in a second. You're now part of the whole Doctor Who
The
thing.
The Who-niverse.
The Who.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It's great.
Have you ever done like a convention or something?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. I've done quite a few. They're fantastic.
Do they?
Yeah.
Of course, I thought they would. I thought they would.
Yeah. No one knows what you just said then, do they? You just went, do they? And I went, yeah.
I did the money rubbing symbol.
Yeah.
Of course they do. And have you not done Comic Con? Have you?
No, I haven't done comic, but I think that's on at the moment. And Eve.
I'd love to go to Comic Con.
Yeah.
So what kind of stuff? What ones have you done then?
Well, I've done quite a lot in England. I've been to a place called Northampton.
Oh yeah,
Cracking one-way system.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's one of the only
I've
one-way
been there,
systems
yeah.
that works.
Hang on, Eloise is from Northampton.
Hey!
Sure am.
Good one-way system.
Or where?
Well, just around the middle bit when I was trying to find the hotel. He gave me time to try and find the hotel. It was fantastic.
What hotel?
The hotel where the convention was on. It's called like I think the North.
She gets a little bit defensive when it sounds like people might be dissing her.
Yeah,
her
people
town,
do.
So.
I had a go.
What hotel? What railway system?
I had a pop at a town last week on Twitter. and I lost about 30 followers.
Never slag off a region.
Never slag off a place. But unless it's America,
exactly.
Clearly.
We don't care.
But Chicago is the best convention I've ever been to. I went to a convention. I had 4 days in Chicago to myself, and I talk about this in my stand-up show actually. Yeah. And on the 4th day, I got hit by a bicycle and I broke my left arm.
Is that a scar from it?
That is a scar right there.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, so that is literally my Torchwood scar right there. That's how much you live sci-fi.
And when I was 16, old enough to know better, I went to a Doctor Who convention in Wimbledon. Yeah, no, totally. I was come on now, they pay your mortgage.
They're lovely.
And it was in a primary school, and there were about 60 people there. It was awful.
Sylvester, what's his name?
So it was Sylvester McCoy era.
McCoy. I love the Sylvester McCoy
but
era.
he wasn't there. Ace was there.
Wow.
And the producer who had a double-barreled name, and the guy that played the Brigadier was there. Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart was there.
He still does them, I think.
I think he's dead.
Oh.
I don't know. I could be wrong. It's the Brigadier.
The last one I did.
It's such a geeky show. I love it.
The last convention I did,
Yes.
one of the guests was a woman who sang on the Titanic as it went down in one episode of Doctor Who.
Beautiful.
That's what she was there, and she was being adored.
Yeah, of course.
By these lovely people.
Do you sit behind a desk and charge $5 to sign pictures?
Yes.
Yeah. But you're just Tom Price.
I know, it's so silly. It's so silly.
I shared a cab with you.
It's so silly.
I did an awful run through for a song. I got wasted a whole day hanging out.
Who were you? Because I was. Who was I? was Freddie Flintoff.
Well, basically, the sports programme hosted by James Corden on Sky.
For which. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tom and I and several other people did a whole day where we were supposed to run through the show to make sure it all worked.
Can we just make it clear that we were told we were going to get to do it almost as an audition?
Yeah.
To be ourselves.
Yeah.
To be, you go and be Ian Lee, show them how great Ian Lee is at doing that sort of stuff.
And then you'll get a part on the show.
That's right.
Never
and
happened.
we turned up and there's a bit of paper on your desk. Can you just stick that on your chest?
Yeah,
no problems. And suddenly I'm Freddie Flintoff. And
I was someone else.
And we were being actually called Freddie Flintoff.
And they've been asking us to write like funny lines and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when it got to the time to do it, they were so far behind. They said, "All right, can you just tell them to move on, please?"
Move on. Thank you.
I've just done another thing that I'm peed off about. Right?
Go on.
As a
Hang
favour,
on, you got another thing? I didn't. I
didn't get a thing.
I haven't done anything since that.
It was such a bad day.
Go on.
I did a thing where it was an office run through. Basically, an office run through is one below a pilot, where you run through a game show in an office. And
can I just say I've done 2 office run throughs since I last saw you? Well, I don't want to.
Okay. Well, I did one. I was hosting it, right?
Yeah.
And they asked me to do a couple more. £100 for a day.
Yeah.
Right,
I got 50. I'm walking. That is outrageous.
I used to be the host of Channel 4's 11 o'clock show.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Didn't even give us any. Didn't buy us any sandwiches or anything. We had to go to the local Marks and Spencers to get sandwiches. Right? And I'm thinking, I'm a shoe in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I read on Chortle today the series is being made, right? And so I emailed our agent and said,
"Who's doing this then? When are they going to get in touch?
What's happening?" And they went, "Oh yeah, sorry, you got dropped."
Wow.
But hang on.
Can you tell me what the show is, or do you want me to look at that
the
on
Mad
Chortle?
Bad Ad Show.
What is that? Who's hosting it?
I don't know who's hosting it, but I know Mark Watson's on it. Another one of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I've had enough of doing favours for people for not much money and then not getting any work out of it. So I'm on strike.
Wow. What now? During this sentence? You're just going to stop?
Yeah.
This is Absolute.
There we go. Look, that's how this thing works. Tom Price is here. Tom, will you, if people want to follow you on Twitter, it's at Tom Price.
At Price Tom.
Who's Tom Price?
Tom Price is an American man.
Oh, there we go, you see. People are texting in saying John Barrowman is Canadian.
Is he?
Well, I don't know.
Well, his dad, I think his mum or his dad is Scottish, so he's definitely half Scottish.
So Scottish plus American equals Canadian, I think.
Apparently so.
It waters it down.
If you mix them up, that's what happens.
At Price Tom?
Yeah, at Price Tom.
You haven't got a website?
I have, but I haven't redone it yet. I'm doing it up. I'm on a Mac, actually.
Yeah,
on a Mac.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, so it's being done up.
Yeah.
But you're off to the Edinburgh Festival this year. Your first solo show.
My first Edinburgh solo show. Yeah. From
Jeez, man,
I know.
Why are you putting yourself through that? It's a terrifying experience.
I know, and there's loads of critics up there.
Yeah.
They're all going to come and I'm going to be on stage trying to do jokes.
Yeah.
And they're going to be there with pads and pens right in front of me. So every time I do a joke, they're going to be responding.
Go, give us a joke. Go on.
It's just a joke.
Come on. Come on.
It's all very
the show.
It's all visual.
Well, come on.
You can't put me on the spot like that. I can't
all be visual.
I can't. It is.
All of it. You're a mime
I
artist.
don't say a word.
Listen, how are people going to want to know if they're going to want to come? There's so much competition at the Edinburgh Festival.
You're making me feel stressed now. You're making my palms actually sweat by saying this.
Well, listen, I'm toughening you up, young man.
Okay.
You need this.
Right, so what I need to do some sort of pitch for my show, do I?
Yeah, sell the show to us at Price Tom.
Okay, the show is about, it's called Say When.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's about moments in life where you want to say when.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
Where you want to stop things and just step out, right?
Yes.
And I'd say possibly the biggest story in it is, the best example I have of that is a love scene that I did in Secret Diary of a Call Girl with Billy Piper.
You're like an actor. You're like a proper actor. Yeah. I would love to do a love scene with Billy Piper.
That's extraordinary.
It
went extraordinarily badly wrong.
Why
well, I can't tell you because I'll just give it away because it's in the show.
Did you?
But it went badly wrong. I can tell you off air if you like. It was, we did.
But did you? On her leg?
It was hip. No, it was.
She's a hot
lady.
She's a hot
lady.
prosy.
Fantastic. She's
hot prosy.
She's a hot lady playing a hot prosy.
If only all prosies looked like that and had a full set of teeth, then I would, it'd be 4 times a week. What? Oh, come on now! For goodness, you can't say that. Can't afford that. Not on these wages. But
so if I sold my show, have I done it badly now?
Where? You can tell us where it is.
It's on the Pleasance Courtyard.
Yeah, that's a good venue.
Yeah,
that's a proper venue.
It's a great venue. The Cellar at 9:45 every
in
day
the
for a month.
evening.
Every day at 9:45, I'm going to have to stand on stage for an hour and talk about myself.
9:45 is an odd time, isn't it?
Well,
it's a good time for a show, but it means you won't be able to see. And it's quite late at night, so you can't do too many drugs in the daytime.
Well, you'd be surprised.
Really?
You'd be surprised.
You can cram it in.
Slot them in. My mum's listening. I can't say that.
No, it's a joke. It's a comedian's
come on,
joke. Come on, dearie. My mum doesn't listen anymore, so I can.
Okay, sure. Gosh, even your mum doesn't listen anymore.
No one listens anymore to this.
Mate,
even
you
the
didn't tell me
listeners don't
this.
listen.
You didn't tell
I
me
know.
this.
I sold it to you. Hey, I'm Barry Big Balls. Come in and be on my show, and actually, there's no influence whatsoever.
You're Tommy Titchballs.
How much money are you expecting to lose?
Well, I'm hoping to. The average loss at Edinburgh is in the regional. If you do a proper kind of, you pay for a PR and you pay for all your flyers and all that sort of thing, you will lose between 10 and 15,000.
Hello.
Pounds. That's a lot of Tom Price.
Let me text my
photographs.
wife. I am not going to Edinburgh next year. I want our son to eat.
I want to get a car. Yeah, it's an extraordinary amount of money.
You're going to lose £10,000.
Well, it depends. Basically, there's a threshold. Once you get above about 100-seater, you can make money. Right. Suddenly, you can make loads of money. Like the bigger names will just make like 60 grand in 4 weeks. Wow. But then, or if you're below 100, you're in trouble. I'm in a 50-seater.
So you're going to break even?
No, I'm not going to break even. I'm in a 50. 100 plus is how you break even.
Okay, right. Okay.
Yeah, so 50-seater is half of breaking
Jesus,
even.
Tom, what?
Because
You weren't too much at these Torchwood conventions.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Autographs.
I've got to think of a tax expense. Yeah. So I thought I'd go to Edinburgh for a month and watch some comics and do some of it myself.
Write it off.
And talk about my love scene with Billy Piper and talk about my childhood. It's quite therapeutic.
Yeah. It is therapy stand-up comedy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So many of these people are so... Again, back to this Simon Day book, which is I cannot recommend enough.
I'm going to read this.
Get it. It's a cracking read.
Yeah.
What a tragic life he's led. Homeless,
Hooray!
Hostel, drug addict, gambling addict. It's wonderful.
Yes.
He went through it for us. He died for our sins.
Yeah. Basically, almost 100%, I'd say, of the performers at the Edinburgh Festival, if they were just loved a little bit more as children, they wouldn't be there.
It wouldn't be so crowded up there. Dan has got a maths question for us. Hello, Dan.
Oh, fantastic.
Dan, turn your radio off, you muppet. He's listening.
I can't hear anything.
He's listening.
Sorry, mate.
There we go. Dan, you got a maths question for us.
Yeah, hold on one second.
That's all right.
He's fishing.
No, I'm not actually fishing for once.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
No, what was I going to ask?
A maths question, it says on my screen.
Oh, fantastic, yeah. Did you ever find a name for the power of Lee?
Eloise, you chip in if he needs any more prompting, okay?
Okay.
The power of Lee, that was the name we came up with.
All right. Yeah, did you actually find a proper name for it, or what's going on?
No.
No, that's a shame. Yeah, I had an idea as well. We should all set up a massive fishing thing.
A massive fishing thing?
Yeah, a thing where we fish.
Can I ask a question? Sorry to interrupt.
Please do.
What sort of fishing? What sort of fishing? F or PH? What kind of fishing? Normal fishing.
Fishing.
Okay, all right, proper fishing. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about a scam.
But fishing's quite...
Oh, no.
Fishing's quite boring, though, Dan.
No, it's not. I love
amazing.
fishing.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dan, trying to suck. Dan is not going to come to your show in Edinburgh, so you don't need to suck up to him.
Do you live near Edinburgh, Dan?
I actually am. I'm going to be in Edinburgh for the Fringe Festival. So.
Oh, go and see Tom's show.
Dan, 9:45.
I'm going to.
Oh, Dan, I love fishing. I love you. Have you got any friends? Do you want to bring them?
Oh, well, I'm going up with my girlfriend. She's in university in Edinburgh, so...
Sweet.
So, yeah, we're going to go up there and I'm going to help her move in and stuff. So.
Yeah,
Nice.
you help her move in, I bet you are! Okay, well, no.
Oh, man.
oh, man.
Disappointing.
Yeah,
Dan, does your girlfriend know you fish?
Yeah, my girlfriend fishes with me.
Oh, that's ideal.
I know,
Because I would say, though, that a lot of men I know who fish do it to get away from their other half.
Yeah.
Is that going to be a problem, Dan? Are you going to have to find something else to do?
No, it's not too bad.
I tell you why I don't like fishing, right? I used to go with my dad. And once when I was about 10 years old, I remember it really well, we were standing on the edge of the bank and you got your bowl full of maggots and stuff, tub full of maggots.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, the fish, you kind of, you just throw them, the rest of the maggots in the water, right? And so I'm stood there and I've got this bowl of maggots, right? And I'm going to toss it in the thing. Because I was quite cat-handed and clumsy, I tossed it in and my arm went right round and the maggots went all on my head. And there were these hard lads on the other side of the river. They're about 14, 15, and they burst into laughter.
Maggots in your hair.
I see maggots all over my head, and they really stink, those maggots, and that
They're
sawdust.
not nice.
Oh,
it's disgusting.
and that's why I don't like fishing.
Wow.
Well, that's judging it all on one experience, though.
It is. I had a bad experience fishing, and my brothers had been out wading, and they had boots on up to their thighs, right? Both of them, and they came in out of the river, and they were going to empty the boots back into the river, and I thought they were going to pour it on me, so I tried to run away, and they weren't going to pour it on me, but I ran into the path of the boot.
So it poured on you.
And I had an entire boot poured on me.
Dan, this is a
I
horrible
wept.
sport. It's a horrible sport. It's not even a sport. People can call it sport. For goodness sakes, go away. Let's talk to Andy, and then we'll plug your show one more time, and then we'll play you a song, and then you can bugger off.
Get the hell out of here.
Andy.
Hello.
Hello, Andy.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate you on your Twitter problem.
Thank you very much. It's all solved, and there will be apologies issued forthwith.
Well done.
Andy, is your mouth anywhere? Is it in the same room as the telephone?
Yeah, I'm on the mobile.
Are you hands-free?
No.
Okay, you got a terrible mobile then.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. You've been thoroughly chatted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, it's the sci-fi question.
Yes, Andy.
Here we go.
Well, which one is the real best trilogy, Star Wars or Lord of the Rings?
Star Wars.
Well, first of all, Lord of the
Star
Rings.
Wars, next question.
Lord of the Rings isn't sci-fi. I've never seen Lord of the Rings. I'll tell you why.
Lord of the Rings is fantasy, isn't it? Different
Fantasy.
Yeah.
I was waiting for all three Lord of the Rings to come out on DVD, like special expanded editions, and my plan was to get really, really stoned and watch them all in one go. But just as the last film came out, I kind of stopped smoking weed.
Oh.
And I thought, do you know what? I can't be bothered to do it straight. I've got no interest.
The other problem with Lord of the Rings is it's aging quite badly.
Is it?
Yeah, the special effects I have noticed, I have observed, aren't quite as...
Have you ever seen Clark's 2?
No.
What is it?
By Kevin Smith?
No.
Right. On there's a scene where you actually see a character show in 10 seconds or less the trilogy of Lord of the Rings.
Right. Oh, I was losing the will to live. I'm sorry, I really just...
I just found myself staring into the middle
really?
distance.
Come on, guys, come on. This is like a fast-paced action show.
Not a good advert for Sci-Fi. Come on.
Tell us when Torchwood is on, please.
Torch is on every Thursday night at 9 o'clock on BBC One.
And I'm assuming, judging from your clothes, it's paying very, very well.
Ted Smith, mate.
Yeah, good lad. Well done, well done. They've done well for you. And the Edinburgh show, at Price Tom, you'll obviously be tweeting about it furiously.
And then I'll tweet my new website, which I'm making at the moment on a Mac.
And give us the details of your show again one more time.
9:45 at the Pleasance Courtyard in Edinburgh City.
I'm going to try and come up for a weekend. If
Please
I do,
do.
I'll come and say hello. If I don't, would you... I might give you a phone call sort of in the middle of the festival, and you can give us a little heads up on how well
Love
you're
to.
doing.
Love
and,
to.
Other things people should look out for.
Happy to. Be nice to play to an audience. That'd be lovely.
Which Divine Comedy song did you want?
Indie Disco. Come on.
We shall
Indie
have
Disco.
it. Then this
I
is
love
for you.
it. Thank you.
0330 123 1215. We carry on the Sci-Fi theme after this.
We go down to the indie disco every Thursday night.
Tom Price is nice. I like you. Follow him on Twitter at PriceTom, and we'll give him a call halfway through the Edinburgh Festival and find out how his show's doing. It's Thursday night. My weekend starts in an hour and 13 minutes, and boy, am I gonna party. I say party, I'm looking after the boy all weekend, so I shall be getting up at 5:30 each morning. Apart from that, I'm gonna party. My sister is coming round on Sunday, and I will finally get the birthday presents from her and my mum. That are over a month overdue. Fantastic. I can't wait. I suspect Sunday night I'll be playing Portal 2, but we'll find out. We shall find out. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number if you want to give us a call. It's Thursday, so we can kind of talk about anything. If you want, give us a call if you want to talk about anything we've discussed this week or anything that you think we should be discussing. The main theme, though, is we're going to kind of go on a sort of sci-fi job. By the way, my eyes are fine. Apparently, it was a painless migraine. Now, I get migraines a lot, and that is the worst pain I've ever had. But last night was a painless migraine, and if I hadn't been doing a radio show, if I'd been at home, I would have quite enjoyed it. It was like doing a weak acid with the visuals and like not being able to finish a thought through to its natural conclusion. It was great fun. I'm disappointed that, something, a retina hasn't detached or something. I'm not quite sure what that means. I thought your retina could only detach if you got a smack round the head. And as far as I can remember, I haven't had a smack round the head for quite some time. Anyway, sci-fi this evening. I thought we would celebrate the best and the worst of sci-fi. And may I say something slightly controversial? You know them Star Wars films? They're cack, aren't they? I mean, like, they're proper rubbish, overrated, quite dull, badly done, not interesting, poor, boring stories, crappy special effects, certainly the first time round before they got redone. That's cheating. Not very good films. I've seen the first one like a million times, because when I was growing up, it was always on ITV on a Saturday afternoon or a Saturday evening. So I've seen that a million times. And I certainly saw The Empire Strikes Back at the Pictures. Yeah, I'm that old, I call it the Pictures. I don't think I've ever seen Return of the Jedi. Certainly haven't seen any of the three later ones. I've seen Ewok Caravan of Courage. That was quite a lot of fun. And I've seen some of the Star Wars Christmas special. But it is rubbish, isn't it? And people go, oh, no, it's classic sacrilege. Well, no, it's not. They're very, very dull. Well, yeah, it's based on Kurosawa's Some Samurai and the Magnificent... It's a Western in space. Doesn't matter. Boring. Yoda. Jeez, what a dull character. Boba Fett I quite like, but I've never seen him in a film, I don't think. I think he's in the third one. I've only played him in a video game. And I like the Star Wars video games. Masters of Terras Kasi. Wow, what a classic. But generally, rubbish films, aren't they? 0330 123 1215. I need some people to phone up and agree with me on this, because most people, kind of love it and rave about it and say, oh, they're such good films, man. We're going to do a Star Wars trilogy tonight. We're going to watch all three. But they're no good. If you strongly disagree, you can certainly phone up and try and argue your point. If you agree with me, though, would you mind giving me a call? I don't want to think I'm the only person in the world that thinks the Star Wars films are complete and utter bobbins. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. And what other sci-fi films and TV... Sci-fi TV series kind of struggle, I think, because without the budget of the Hollywood movies... they're not brilliant. There's been a few. Quantum Leap, awesome. Old Doctor Who, yeah, very good. Battlestar Galactica reboot, of course, fantastic. That's about it, isn't it? For decent sci-fi TV series. I think. I could be wrong. Can you name some? Can you think of any? 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Let's go to Dave. Hello, David.
You're right, Ian.
Hello, David.
I'm with you on the Star Wars.
Rubbish, and utter rubbish.
Give me Flash Gordon any day.
Gordon's alive!
Yeah, Timothy Dalton prancing around and all that.
Gordon's alive!
And can you remember the old Flash Gordon series that used to be on when you were a kid, like from the 1940s or 50s?
Oh,
black
I
and white
vaguely
one?
remember. Yeah. I tell you what I remember from the old black and white series that was on when I was a kid was it was called Rocket Man or something.
Yeah.
And he had like a sort of radio on his chest and rocket pack, and he could fly off.
And it was a little bit kind of scary as well as a little kid. It was a bit...
Well, black and white films like that I always used to find terrifying because they were black and white, and it was all a bit weird. Everything was a bit weird and a bit stilted. And the evil guys in it, evil guys look really evil in black and white because they got like the dark eyes and it's kind of more menacing.
Moustache, usually,
Moustaches. Listen, we all know that anyone with a moustache is definitely a criminal. At best, at worst, a sex offender.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, I bet you are, David.
Right then, do you want a quick game of nickname Rumpelstiltskin, the Eloise edition?
Nickname Rumpelstiltskin?
The Eloise edition, question, yeah. Remember we did Nickname Rumpelstiltskin with you, where we had to try and guess your nickname from school?
Okay. Oh, yeah, hang on a minute. That was basically just an excuse for you and Barry to be really, really rude about me.
Barry took that too far, didn't he? That wasn't the intention at all.
You took it quite far, David, if I'm being honest.
We never did find out what Brian Webb used to call you.
They used to call me Crazy Legs Crane. Oi. Okay, well, Eloise.
Yeah.
Eloise,
Yeah.
put your headphones on because Dave wants to... Oh, you got them on. Dave wants to play Nickname Rumpelstiltskin, the Eloise edition.
Oh, okay.
So, I just warn you now, this might be quite hurtful.
Did you have a nickname at school?
Did you hear him laughing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a girl cry.
No. Not really.
Okay, I bet you... okay. So how does it work, Dave?
Well, if she never had a nickname, then that puts a kibosh on that.
Thanks very much for calling. Let's go... You got off lightly there, Eloise. Well done. Let's go to Jimmy in Walthamstow. Hello, Jimmy.
Ian.
Jimmy!
What's happening, mate?
I'm doing a radio show.
How's it going? All right?
It's going all right tonight. It's not bad. It's nice. Tom Price was a nice lad. It's good to have him in.
You know what? He sounds like a very humble guy, I must admit.
He's very nice. It's not often. I'll be honest with you, Jimmy. In show business, everybody is off their face on cocaine and is full of themselves. Tom Price may have been off his face on cocaine. I don't know. I wouldn't like to hazard a guess either way. But he was a very, very nice man.
He didn't sound like he was on cocaine.
I don't think he was. I don't know him. I've only met him a couple of times, but I'm trying to cultivate him. I'm trying to groom him, as it were, to be a friend of mine. Do you think?
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Why not?
Well, he's a confident guy, isn't he?
Yeah, innit? He is.
He's confident to put all that money in.
Yeah, I know, that's ridiculous.
I mean, that's risky, man.
Well, but to be honest, he's in Torchwood. He must be making, like, what, I don't know, £50,000 a week or something.
True.
True enough.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Should I ask him to? Should I ask him to be my friend?
Ask him to be your friend.
Shall I text him?
Text him, and don't be straight up about it. Do you know what I mean? Because you're a bit of a star yourself. You know what I mean?
Well,
love yourself a little bit more than that. Just say, yeah, that show was good, man. Good to have you down. Like, come down. You know, you're always welcome, innit? I'm gonna come to your show. Even though I don't know whether you're going to go all the way up there.
I'm probably not going to go and see his show. So you don't think I should send a text to Tom saying, "Hey Tom, can we be friends?"
No, man.
No, okay, I won't.
Too obvious, man.
It is. I want to play it cool, innit?
You got to play it cool, man. Just turn up at the next do he's at
and get my penis out.
No,
don't do that. That's where I went wrong with Ricky Gervais. Okay, right? Yes.
Is that what you done to Ricky Gervais?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. We've not spoken since.
No.
Anyway, Jimmy, you've called in about Star Wars, I believe.
Yeah, I called in about Star Wars.
You agree with me, yeah? It's a waste of time.
I do agree with you. And you know why? My kids love Star Wars.
Hang on, you've got kids. You sound about 16 years old yourself.
No.
You're talking like a child.
No.
Yes.
Just a bit of a London accent, man. A bit of a younger London accent.
Younger London. I'm going to start a show on LBC called Younger London.
Yeah.
Younger London. You're listening to Younger London.
You know what? We shouldn't even start on Lubbock days because since you come off of there, it's been ridiculous.
What, my career or Lubbock?
No, Lubbock, man.
Real life, real London, 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 real life, real London. Do you remember the guy phoned up once and did that for 5 minutes? It was very funny. I must try and find the tape.
I missed that one. I was there once when you I think you was racing James O'Brien.
Yeah, and I was so far ahead of him, I moonwalked the last 10 yards.
Really?
I totally moonwalked it. Yeah.
I took the mick out of him.
I did.
And what was his name? The guy he was talking to some I think it was the Asian guy, East Ham or something, Verinder.
Oh yeah, Verinder. Yeah, I remember.
He was talking to him about grated cheese.
Oh, yeah. And he was arguing that grated cheese was better or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, but the worst thing about it, Ian, was he says, grated cheese, I love them.
You did,
remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Good memory. I'm a big fan of him.
Thank you, Jimmy. A little bit creepy now.
On the Star Wars thing.
The Star Wars?
Right? Star Wars.
Star Wars, yes.
Kids love it, right?
Yes.
But it is the most boring thing I've ever had to sit through. They love it, so I have to watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The little, good, the funny-looking gremlin dude, like a happy gremlin. What's his name? Yoda. Is it Yoda?
Yoda. Extra bowl you have, yes.
Yeah, he's got some skills, you know what I mean?
He's got some wicked skills, isn't it?
He's got some wicked skills for a little guy, I mean. Aerodynamics are unbelievable for such a small dude. But, apart from that, wow, man, they need to give it a rest.
Jimmy, can I ask you a favour?
Go on.
Would you become, and I'm going to make this appointment without even consulting my producer because I'm confident that she will back me up on this.
Yeah.
Would you become the show's official film reviewer?
You know what?
Because you've
I
got
would
some
love
wicked
to
film
do that.
reviewing skills.
Trust me, I'll do some sick reviews.
Could you give us a call maybe once a week and review a film?
All right.
All right,
Are
and
you
I'll
going to tell me what film you want me to review, or you want me to just watch a film?
You just watch a film, fella, and you review it in your own inimitable style.
No problem.
And
man.
I'm gonna make a nice little jingle for you, and we're gonna have Jimmy's film reviews.
Cool, man. Does
Wicked.
it have to be current? Quite current?
It can be anything you want, fella.
Oh, mate.
You and me, we are gonna go places.
Do you know what? I hope so.
We will do. Jimmy, I've got to go and play a record.
Cool, Ian.
Speak to you next week, mate.
Man.
Take care. Ta-ta.
Nice one.
There we go. Look at that. We've got a film reviewer for the show. It's Jimmy from Walthamstow. With film reviews like that, hey, that little guy's got some wicked skills. He was referring to Yoda. 0330 123 1215. John and Fatboy the Masturbator coming up after Radiohead. Absolute Radio. Oh, I'm very excited because someone has sent me mysteriously through the post a video of the Monkees live at the Royal Albert Hall. And what they've done, it's brilliant. The way they've done it is they've got all the videos from YouTube that people filmed on cameras and mobile. It's weird because it's a bootleg, but bootlegging has entered a whole new phase, and we're going to do a bootleg special in a couple of weeks. But he's got all of the videos that people have done on their iPhones and on their cameras and stuff and posted on YouTube. And he's edited them together. And it's brilliant. So some of the it's like a multi-camera bootleg. And the quality, if you film something on a phone now, it's pretty good quality, better than the bootlegs you used to get in the 90s. And it's pretty amazing. So some of the songs, it cuts to different cameras halfway through. It's genius. You can download it online. That's probably very naughty, but if you ever look, it's wonderful. And I guess I don't think that is the legality of it all is very confusing now because everyone is a bootlegger and they film bits and pieces. Anyway, we will do a bootleg special. I just thought I'd share my good fortune with you. Sci-Fi special this evening. 0330 123 1215. No one's been able to call in yet and defend the atrocity that is the Star Wars trilogy. Awful movies. Some great video games, bizarrely. There's a great one on the N64 where you're a racer. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, there's been a few. But the films themselves are awful. Good sci-fi films. Galaxy Quest, Craig has suggested. Galaxy Quest is a superb movie. Starship Troopers, I thought it was awful, Starship Troopers. And good sci-fi series. What are there? There's not that many. Sliders was good. 0330 123 1215. Can we get some girls calling in? Because people will say, oh, this is sexist, Ian. Girls don't like sci-fi. I don't agree with that at all. I think girls love sci-fi as much as guys. Don't phone up. Don't prove me wrong. 0330 123 1215. Rob's on the line. Hello, Rob.
Hey, Ian.
What can I do for you, sir?
Star Wars. It's pretty crap, to be fair.
Yep.
The one good thing about it is the one thing that makes the films and has made like the legacy or whatever you want to say.
The legacy, yes.
Is John Williams' score for the films.
The music?
Yes.
Well, John Williams is a genius.
He is.
One of the greatest composers of all time.
There's a trailer on YouTube, the original trailer for Star Wars, which was obviously made before John Williams' score was finished.
Yeah.
And it's utter crap. If Star Wars had been without John Williams' score, it would have been nothing. It would have been one film. That's it. Kids thing. That's the end of it.
I tell you, the greatest version of the Star Wars music is there's a disco album.
Yeah.
Of Star Wars music.
Oh no, I don't know. Disco.
Have you not heard that?
I've heard of one. There's one that's got a song sung by an 18-year-old John Bon Jovi called "Merry Christmas R2D2."
Wow, really?
It's on YouTube. There's something in mind with the disco. I'm not sure.
Well, hang on. This is the Star Wars disco theme, and this is awesome. Hang on. I've listened to this. Hang on a second. Here we go. Hang on a second. Oh, there's a bloody advert. I don't want an advert.
You used to have it on as a bed.
I did somewhere, yeah. What is it?
No, it's a different one I'm thinking of. It's a Star Wars Christmas album I'm thinking of. It probably come out about the same time.
Right, okay. Yeah, there was a Star Wars Christmas special.
Yeah, it
Like
probably come out about the same time as that.
Yeah, but I mean, they are awful films, aren't they? I mean, terrible.
I won't go as far as say awful. But
Well, you should do. You should do, Rob, because they're stinkers. Can you name a good sci-fi TV series is what we're trying to find?
V.
The original?
Yes.
Because I thought the remake was quite tedious and dull.
I've not seen the original.
The first one was with Diana. Man, I was like about 12 when that came out, and that was when I started feeling things.
Diana, the alien leader.
She was the sexy alien leader. Man alive, she could have eaten me like a
I remember
gerbil.
the girl giving birth to an alien.
Yeah, and it came out, and it's like, oh, it's a normal baby, and then its lizard tongue came out.
Yeah.
Rob, listen, thank you very much for that. 0330 123 12. You can call in about other stuff as well. I don't want you to ever think that I'm dictating. Hang on, here we go. This is. This is good, isn't it? But then a lot of these things, they all kind of sound the same. This sounds a bit like Dallas, which sounds a bit like Superman. I always get the Superman theme and the Star Wars theme confused. Anyway, 0330 123 12. Look, always Ian from Birmingham, who is going to try and defend Star Wars. Yes, Ian.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Ian. What can I do for you?
I'm a podcast person.
Good for you. Well done. What do you normally do when you listen to us on the podcasts?
Usually at work, actually.
What job allows you to listen to podcasts?
I run construction sites.
Right.
I build supermarkets, basically.
Wow. Okay. Well, good for you. Well done. Someone's got to do it, and I'm glad it's in your capable hands. And I'm glad that some way our show is helping destroy the countryside of this fair country.
Well, no, we're brownfield sites.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that case is fine then. So go on. You want to defend this rubbish, do you?
I do, yeah.
Go
on. I really love Star Wars. Started watching Star Wars as a very young boy,
Yeah.
and every Christmas was watching bits of Star Wars
Yeah.
until I got to an age where I could appreciate it all the way through.
Yeah.
And I think the original episodes 5, 6, and 7 were brilliant. But the prequels we won't talk about. But
we'll all agree the first three are rubbish, yeah?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, right. So let's move on. Was Star Wars, the first one, was it always called Episode 4?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
It's in the titles. It's in the titles.
It's in the titles, but he's updated he's changed all the effects. Han shoots first. You know, are you aware of what I'm talking about when I say that? Han didn't originally shoot first. They've re-edited it.
Have you seen that?
I'm aware of it.
You haven't seen Star Wars.
I have a friend.
How can you say that they haven't? You know.
Is that in the first Star Wars?
Yeah.
No, I've seen the first Star Wars. Also, I have a friend called Conan who is obsessed with Star Wars, and every time Star Wars is on TV, he always sends me a text about halfway through it going, Han shoots first, because he's furious that George Lucas would rewrite history. He's a revisionist. He's rewritten history by changing the special effects, making Han shoot first, and basically completely remaking the movie.
Well,
they're going to bring out. You know they're bringing out a 3D Star Wars as well.
Well, I've got a bit of a prejudice against 3D films anyway, so I won't be doing that.
Good, they're rubbish.
But as I said, I saw the original when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then I watched them all again when I was older, when I appreciated them all. Yeah. And then I watched the remastered.
Yeah.
And when I watched the remastered, I went, oh, Han shoots first. Oh, and there's a few things. And there was a few things I missed first time around, and I got when they did the remastered.
Yeah. Listen, I'm going to give you something here. Princess Leia is well fit, and I think it might be in Empire Strikes Back where she's in like that gold bikini thing.
Yes.
Bang on it. Bang on it. That
works.
That works, okay, but that does not make a trilogy. One bikini does not a trilogy make.
Okay. Is there any other sci-fi? Are you just generally slagging off sci-fi?
No. We are
just Star Wars.
We are saluting the magic of sci-fi. I love sci-fi. So don't think this is an anti-sci-fi, right? I love sci-fi, but I think that the Star Wars. I'm a big fan. I am a big fan of the first 5, the first 6 Star Trek movies.
Oh, the original series?
The first 6 movies, are awesome. Star Trek 4, of course, the comedy one being the best. But the first 6 are incredible films.
Do you like Next Generation?
Nope. Silly.
No, silly.
It's silly.
Why not?
It's silly. They're trying to be a bit.
Picard is a brilliant character.
They're all trying to be a bit clever and a bit pompous, and then for me, all of the Star Trek spin-offs were all a bit calculated and a bit Hollywood and a bit. Hey, let's input all of the things that works well in the original and in sci-fi in general. Let's put it into the computer and see what we come up with. We come up with Star Trek: The Next Generation. We come up with Star Trek Voyager. We come up with Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Would you class Lost as sci-fi?
I wouldn't, but some people would. I don't think it's sci-fi. There's very little science in there.
Do you know why I don't class it as sci-fi?
Go on.
Because my wife likes it.
Is that the kind of the indicator?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. She likes Fringe, but she'll still check her phone during it.
Yeah.
Which is nearly sci-fi. And we started watching, what's the new one with Spielberg about the aliens?
Yeah, is that any good? I've not seen that yet.
Well, we've watched the pilot, and it took her 5 minutes to start playing Words with Friends on her iPhone.
Right, okay, yeah.
So it was nearly sci-fi, but I quite enjoyed it, and she did say she'll give it another go.
My wife and I are huge fans of Fringe, right? But we've only watched the first 3 episodes of season 3, and then she's kind of stopped watching it. So I've got all of season 3 on the Sky Plus, and I keep saying, can I crack on with this? Because No, I want to watch it. But we never... My wife hasn't even finished the last season of Lost. She got 10 episodes into the last season, and she's not watched it. And I keep saying, that was a year ago now, you ever going to finish Lost? Oh, yeah, okay. Can we watch the rest of Fringe? Oh, yeah. But we never do. I love her, but I'm very close to divorcing.
I know. But, well, I'm probably going to annoy you now, and you're probably going to cut me off, but I'm a really big fan of Stargate.
Stargate, do you know what? I like the premise of Stargate. I like the film, and I like the first series. But then I thought there were just too many.
Your friend Geeky Tom likes it, doesn't he?
He does like it, and I like the premise, but it just looks a little bit cheap and cheerful to me.
The last 2 seasons really, they got rid of the Goal Award, which was the snakes in your head kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Richard Dean Anderson left by then, unfortunately. Yeah, right. But the last 2 seasons, they really invested some money, and it was really good. Yeah. And then they cancelled it, and then they did this Stargate Universe thing where they tried to copy Battlestar Galactica. Yeah. And everyone had a dark sci-fi series, which was brilliant. Battlestar Galactica was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great.
And Stargate Universe tried to cancel it. Tried to copy it, and then it got cancelled, unfortunately.
Ian, I could talk to you all night, but I've got to play a record.
Fair enough, Ian. It's good to speak to you.
Ta-ta, fella!
Ta-ta. Ring you again, bye.
Fat Boy, John, Matt be with you after this, Mumford & Sons, in it.
It's empty in the valley of your...
OK, so they changed it so that Han doesn't shoot first. Jesus, guys, get over it.
Absolute Radio is our name.
Absolute Radio.
What? What you doing?
Major networks, ask in store or visit carphonewarehouse.com for full conditions.
Ian Lee on Absolute Radio.
There's a great email. David in Glasgow. It's entitled Star Wars, but he spelt Star Wars S-T-A-R-W-R-A-S. Star Raz. W to it. What the... WTF is wrong with all you people? Jesus spelt with a G. Mate, no wonder you have an evening show, because you only meet your kind of people at night. Crazy! Seriously. What planet do you have to come from to not like Star Wars? And then he goes on to spell Star Wars. Then he goes on to call it Stars War. Stars War, Stars Wars. If you don't like Stars Wars, you're an Allen. These are the kind of people defending that awful, awful movie. Ian Lee, Absolute Radio. Eloise is through there. Hello, Eloise.
Hi.
Hi. What are you doing this weekend? Have you got anything exciting planned? Just moaning about your flat?
Oh, I've got to come and work tomorrow.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Normally I don't have to work on Fridays.
What's happening?
They've got no one to do the travels, so I've got to come in.
Extra money?
Oh,
I hope you gave them that.
Well...
Of course you didn't. You're a nice person. Although, it'll be good experience for you.
Yeah.
And a Saturday, Sunday?
Sunday I'm going to watch loads of Heartbreak High episodes.
What's Heartbreak High?
Do you not remember it?
I vaguely remember
set in
it.
Australia.
Oh, okay.
And it was like a teen angst sort of
I vaguely
series.
remember. Yeah, I think yes. Why are you watching that?
Because I loved it, and I've just acquired copies.
Oh, what for?
I'm going to watch like 200 hours.
Wow, geez, 200 hours on Sunday. That'd be interesting. Absolute Radio, Ian Lee, 0330 123 1215. Let's go to Fat Boy the Masturbator.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Fat Boy, how you doing?
I'm alright, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. You masturbating?
No, I'm just got out of my house, I'm just taking a breather.
Okay, just having a little rest. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think Star Wars is rubbish, it's crap.
It is,
Star
isn't it?
Trek, yeah, Star Trek is rubbish as well.
Oh, I like Star Trek.
No, it's rubbish, but I like Superman though, Superman's good.
Well, Rob, would you class Superman as science fiction? I guess so.
It is science fiction.
Yes.
It is from another planet, isn't he? So, yeah.
Have you read
Well, he's a newspaper reporter. That's journalism.
Yeah, it's a journalism fiction. It's Jerfi.
Do you read comic books?
Sometimes. You have to be very careful because some of them are rubbish, but yes.
Yeah, I'm currently reading The Walking Dead. It's right. I've read about 3 issues. First 3 issues. It's good.
When do you get time?
I've got plenty of time.
He has to recharge.
Yeah.
Have you seen the TV series of that Fat Boy?
There's a TV series.
Yeah. It's safely reading it.
Why am I reading it then?
Go and get the TV. 5 have just shown it. It's brilliant.
What channel is it on?
5.
Channel 5. What time?
What do you normally watch?
Stuff.
He watches stuff. Rob, say hello to Fat Boy. Fat Boy, say hello to Rob.
Hiya.
Hello.
What's your record?
7.
Pretty hardcore.
Yeah, what about you?
Is that 7 unaided or aided?
Nah, I've not gone hands-free yet. I'd like to go hands-free someday.
No, like, is that like with a gallery?
Oh, gallery? I don't know.
Do you have like a gallery, or you like a mental man? Can you like do the sums in your head?
Yeah, I can. I've got a book of it.
You got a book?
I've not gone hands-free yet, but I'd like to. I don't even know what that means. I'm laughing. Mine's 14.
14?
How old were you?
I was 15 years old. I had a day off school with the flu, and 14. Shooting sound at the end of it, I was.
I thought 9 was pretty impressive.
It was awful. I was in a lot of pain, but it got to the point where I thought, I've got to go. I've got to keep going now just to see if I can. 14.
Does that only happen when you're ill, or can it happen anytime?
It can't happen anymore. I can barely do 14 in over a 3-day period now. It was when you're ill, when you're a little bit feversome, and also I had on videotape, and we can speak freely about these things. It's late at night.
Yeah.
There was a tape that was going round, and there was a film called Pretty and Pink. And that was kind of my first foray into the world of pornography. And it was a good film. I would love to get a copy of that now. If anyone's got a copy of Pretty and Pink, I'd love to see that now.
Who was in it, you know, or?
No. But I remember there was one scene, right? There was one scene, and it's like your normal sort of porn, and all kind of funny things happen and stuff.
Yeah.
But then there was one scene where this woman found a gun, and she kind of took this man prisoner with this gun. And I was 14. And even at 14, I was thinking, this is a bit weird. And she kind of made him have sex while she pointed this gun at him. And you think, if that had been the other way around, then this would be, would be very, very dubious. But as he's a gentleman, then we'll go along with it. Good film, good film. Pretty and Pink. If anyone's got it, please send me a copy.
Me too. I'd like to have a copy of that as well.
Okay, well, we can have boys like him watching it if you want, Fat Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know when you're on holiday next week, we
Yes,
could
sir.
make it like an unofficial Facebook game.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just put your updates throughout the day.
I'm in next week. I'm off next Wednesday, but I'm in next Monday, Tuesday and Thursday, and then I'm off for the whole week after that, which is going to be great to get away from you weirdos.
I'm kind of 1 minute past midnight.
Can I speak freely?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I hate you all. all of you, particularly you two, but everybody. I hate you.
I hate everyone as well.
Really?
Yeah.
You obviously don't.
Fat Boy, who's your main inspiration?
Superhero.
Have you ever a cartoon character?
Cartoon character.
Like Jessica Rabbit, or do they have to be like
the mum from Family Guy?
Mum from Family. Yeah, she's alright.
We could have a quick
I've
game of
seen
Would
some
You
good
Rather.
stuff about her on the internet.
What have you read about the? What have you read
No,
about?
I've
her?
seen pictures. If you just type on Google image search.
Yeah, I know.
put the
I know how to
safe
find
search
pictures
off.
on the internet. I know how to do that.
Yeah.
It's quite.
Put the safe search off and like type in her name and then a rude word.
Is that hands-free though?
I don't know. You might just have a go.
I'd like to go hands-free one day. I don't know what that means. So, Fat Boy, who's in the bank?
Sorry?
Who is in the bank?
Bank.
You're mine.
I don't understand what that means.
Who is Rob? Can you phrase this?
Yeah, right. For instance, Jenna Jameson.
Yeah.
Kimberly from Girls Aloud.
I don't know who that is.
Frankie from the Saturdays.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jump in when you want. Go on.
A young Cilla Black.
What?
Yeah, seriously, when she was young, man, she was fine.
Young Kim Wilde.
Old Kim Wilde.
Yeah.
Fat Boy, go on, give us some names.
Pixie Lott, she's nice.
There you go. Tanya from EastEnders.
Yeah. She's nice.
Well, Fat Boy, it sounds like you're ready to go off again.
Yeah, I better be off.
Okay, we'll speak soon. Bye-bye. Oh, Rob, he does make me laugh.
Do you think he's any good at golf?
Any good at what?
Golf.
He's got a good swing. Nice backhand. I think we probably crossed about 7 Ofcom rules there that we
You
shouldn't have
just
crossed.
see Eloise with her head in her hand.
I am.
She's weeping. It's a
Do you
kind
have-
of indirect sexual harassment.
Do you have anyone in the bank, Eloise?
I will not answer this question.
I will not answer this question. Rob, what can we do for you this evening?
Well, I was going to say, have you ever worked with someone, not fancied them, then had a dream about them, and then thought the next day, yeah, you know what, I do fancy you now.
I tell you what I've had, and I've had dreams, right, where I've worked with someone or been at college with someone or been taught by someone at college, where I've never really thought any much about them, and then I had a dream that I was in love with them, and I woke up in love with them the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I've had that a lot. Well, a lot, like half a dozen times. Why? What's happened to you?
Yvette.
Well, I had sort of that today, and then I bumped into the woman, and I went bright red.
Oh,
and then
it was a woman. Okay, right, go on. That's unusual.
Yeah, and then I went bright red, but then I thought, oh no, and so I acted dead weird. I thought, I wonder if anyone else has had that, because like we were last night, this time we were like, woohoo! But like this morning, you know, you like, bumped into her, and I was like, oh, hello. She was dangerous.
What about Yvette, your American wife?
Yvette, my American wife. Well, she's been emailing me this week.
Yeah. Any more
We're
pictures?
definitely going to meet up.
When's she coming over?
Well, I'm just going to check her name against like the FBI and stuff.
Yeah.
Just as a precaution.
Yeah.
But I think it's October.
Right.
So
What you
I'll
need to
book
do is you need to take her out for dinner. I'll pay for it.
Yeah?
Take her out for dinner. Nothing too fancy. Take her out for dinner, and I'll pay for it as a treat from the show, and record bits of it and send it over.
I'll bring her in.
You reckon she'll be up for that? Oh, well, just like for interview stuff. Yeah, okay, that'd be wicked.
But you know, if I do get killed or murdered or maimed or something,
yeah.
this will be played, and you'll be there. You just want to point this out.
I know. We'll be in court or crying, or at least feeling a little bit guilty and wishing it would hurry up so we could get out, and it'll just be us giggling.
Yeah.
And your mum will be there, and you know, oh dear.
Oh, my mum asked the other day, is there going to be a second series of all-starring celebrity impressions? Because she's still got that on Skybox. She thinks it's hilarious.
Rocket boys, build a rocket boys, build a rocket boys.
last 10 minutes of the show. Mark Crosley will be on at 1 o'clock, so stick around for that. Always worth a listen. Let's go to Matt in Fulham. Hello, Matt.
Hello?
Matt, what can I do for you, sir?
Oh, hi there. I'm calling in to disagree with you with Star Wars. So that is, you said it was crap. I think it's rather amazing, to be fair, in my opinion.
Okay. Is your mouth anywhere near the phone?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, you have a terrible phone because you sound very faint.
Okay. Wait. Is this better?
Yes.
Excellent.
What have you done differently then? You've put your mouth near the phone, haven't you?
Oh, well, yeah, I'll take it on speaker. Because I got bored, because I was waiting for half an hour, so I decided to chill out instead of keep it to my ear.
Okay, well, I just got bored of that phone call. So let's go to line 2. 2, you're on the wireless.
Hi.
Hi! Turn the radio off.
Sorry?
Turn the radio off.
Okay, it's off.
Okay,
sorry.
who are you?
My name is Margherita, and I'm calling because I love Sci-Fi.
Whoa. Your name is what?
Margherita.
Margherita.
Yeah.
And where are you from, Margherita?
I'm Italian, but I'm calling from London.
Ciao bella, piccolo.
Ciao. Tutto bene?
That's all I know. I'm out of Italian.
It's okay, it's a start.
Oh, you're a lady?
Yes, I'm a lady, and I like Sci-Fi.
There we go. That's what we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. A lady who does like the sci-fi. Fantastic. What sci-fi do you like?
The one that I loved the most when I was a child, and I still think I love the most, is Blade Runner.
Now, Blade Runner is an excellent film. I saw it as a kid and hated it because I was expecting people running around with laser guns and stuff. And, of course, it's not that at all. It's a lot slower and more intelligent.
But they run around.
They do run around, but it's kind of it's a lot subtler. And I watched it again a couple of years ago. They were showing it at a cinema near Great Russell Street for some reason, and I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic film.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
It's the whole world that's been created there is just wonderful.
Yeah, you know they did a secret cinema event last year.
Oh yeah.
Dedicated to Blade Runner in East London. It was really good. They sort of recreate the whole area as the movie. It was brilliant.
Fantastic.
Can I see some other movies that I love?
You can say as many movies as you like, Margarita, because I love listening to your accent.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I cannot take it as a compliment.
It is a compliment. How could you take that any other way?
I don't know. People are weird with accent in here, but anyway.
I like your accent. Are you telling me that people dislike your accent? If they do dislike... Oh, she's gone. I didn't cut her off. She went, how could you not like that accent? That was amazing. The Italian accent, men and women. Man alive, there's something about it, isn't it? It kicks you up the backside. Pulls you upright. Huh? Some accents just are fantastic. A French accent. Ay, ay, ay. I like a strong Scotch accent as well. Let's go to line 4. 4, you're on the wireless.
Good night.
Thanks very much. Couldn't hear what was said there. I think there may have been something a little bit rude there, and good for them. 3, you're on the wireless.
I am the Hodgson. You are the Hodgson. I am the Walrus. Konnichiwa.
0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. We'll take your call straight to air for the last 5 minutes or so of the show. Let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless.
Sapphire and Steel.
Yeah, I'll give you that. She was hot in that as well, wasn't she?
Yeah, it was brilliant.
And Dave McCallum had a brilliant haircut.
I remember the one with the soldier on the platform.
Yeah.
That was the best theme tune.
It was good, wasn't it? I'm moving on to running out of time. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian.
Hello.
Would you like to have a Pradeep?
Yeah, go on then.
All right, then.
Eloise, can you count us in for a Pradeep, please? It's 3, 2, 1, go. Hang on a minute.
Okay.
Hang on. I've got a bit of phlegm. Okay, let's do it.
3, 2, 1, go.
What's your name?
John.
John, you beat me.
Wicked.
Fella, I'm upset, but I'm proud to have met a worthy opponent.
Wicked.
Maybe one day we'll meet again and we'll battle again, fella.
Cool.
Jesus, I'm nearly passed out there, man. Take care, John.
Nice one.
Oh, I nearly passed out. I'm very lightheaded. Well done, John. That doesn't happen. I think that may be the only time that's ever actually happened. Oh. That was a good one. Now I'm feeling alive. Almost dead. Line 2, you're on the wireless. We're not having that rubbish. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, it's you.
Yes, it's me.
Yes.
I was just ringing in because my cat's stuck up a tree.
Call the fire brigade.
Oh, they said they're not going to come out because
Shut
they
up.
don't do that anymore.
Yeah, tell them they should phone them back. Tell them I said they should.
I'll phone them back and tell them that.
Good lad, there we go. The fire brigade not collecting cats out of trees.
Do they really have to do that?
Well, they used to. Elliot, now I think he cheated as well. He did cheat, didn't he? There was a bit of vibrato on his Pradeep.
Oh, really?
There was a bit of vibrato on his Pradeep. I think he cheated, Elliot.
I don't think so.
I'm going to listen to it back. Line 1, did he cheat on the... Oh, line 1's gone. I think there was a bit of cheating. I'll listen to it back. I thought he did take a break at one point. And I was being... Because I was hyperventilating at the end and I did nearly pass out. I was unable to defend myself. But yeah, I claim... John, I claim back that victory. You're a worthy opponent. Oh, worthy opponent. But I think I won that.
If you had my mic up, you might have heard me because I was trying to...
Oh, really? We should do a Friday one. John?
Hello, Ian?
You didn't win that.
Yes, I did.
I'm reclaiming that, I'm afraid.
I didn't cheat.
You did cheat. You did cheat.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You broke off at one point, definitely.
I don't think you did. I think you've got to listen back to it.
Okay, this is what we'll do. Because I don't want any bad feelings for this game until I find out you're a cheat. I will listen to that over the weekend.
Yeah.
We'll talk on Monday.
Okay.
Thank you.
Discuss my victory.
Discuss your cheating. Have a good weekend.
My victory, yeah.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you, Eloise. Good work. Good week. Good work. Good week of work.
Good week of work.
Have a nice weekend. I'll see you on Monday.
Yes, bye.
Monday evening, 11 o'clock. Ta-ta. Mark Crosby up next. Bye-bye.
I took her out. It was a Friday night. I